Hi, and welcome back. This is part 2 of our gluten-free pie crust. The pie crust is actually cooling as we speak. And one tip about the almond flour, after you open it, you should place it in the refrigerator. It should be stored in the refrigerator. Okay, now to make the filling, we're going to use full-fat coconut milk. I like to use cans. And when you put them in the refrigerator, they separate the milk from the cream. What we're going to use is the cream and not the milk. So the cream should actually go to the top of the can if you put it in the refrigerator. So I turn the cans upside down, and my cream should then be on the top. Oh, no, I had it backwards. So we're going to take the milk out. Now the cream is separate. Sometimes the cream comes out easily, sometimes not. You might need to use a butter knife or something. And I do apologize for not being there. I had an unexpected trip come up. So I apologize for not being there in person today. So I was incorrect. The cream should be on the bottom, the milk should be on the top. Chill them for at least several hours to get the cream to separate. Cream is on the top now. Coconut milk is on the bottom. Now you can use coconut milk in other recipes, and I'll use this coconut milk another time. Now to your coconut cream, it's a very simple recipe. You're going to take some maple syrup, and I like to, of course, like I said, use organic ingredients. This I get at Costco. This is a very nice Kirkland's brand, and it's like $10 for a big one liter of syrup. So you're going to need a half a cup of maple syrup and a teaspoon of vanilla. And that's the whole entire filling. So we're going to whip this up. Cream is very light and delicious. We're going to add to it the maple syrup. There we have the filling. Now I've got 2 mangoes that are from someone's yard. Mangoes are amazing, and they're sweet and wonderful. I'm just going to peel the outside skins. I like to try to use a very sharp knife with mangoes because they're easier to work with if the knife is sharp. Sometimes mangoes are fibrous and they tend to stick to the seed. So if you use a sharp knife, it makes it a little easier to work with the mango. Okay, so a little bit of green on there. One more. Now I also like to compost, so I have a bag here that I put my skins into, and I take the compost out to my backyard. I've got a lot of organic trees back there that I purchased from Eco Farms in Fort Myers, and I like to give back by saving the composting and putting it out there. 2 mangoes should be plenty for the topping. And we're going to make this into a rose. It's going to be very pretty. Very simple. Okay. We're going to try to slice the mango away from the seed. Try to get it into decent sized chunks. I've actually had a lot of mangoes grow into trees from the seeds that I placed in my yard. I've got 3 mangoes out there that I've grown from seeds, mango trees that is. And just from putting them in compost, they've grown up out of the ground. And we're hoping to someday have wonderful mango trees in my backyard. Okay, it looks like this is getting a little harder to work with. Okay, the filling was very simple. Just mixing with a mixer. We're going to take our pie crust. And we're going to scoop the filling into it. Make sure to spread it evenly up to the edges. Okay. Now we're going to take our mango, the slices that we have, and we're going to make them into other slices. Now these slices are going to be about this big each, okay? Now you want to save all the little pieces even though they might not look perfect because you might need to use them as fill-ins for around the pie. So you're going to take the longer strips for the outside and we're going to place them around the pie kind of overlapping each one. I think if I were there, it would be a little easier to see. But we're just going to keep placing slices into the filling around the pie and kind of overlapping each one. And by doing so, it is actually going to form a rose all on its own, or a flower, not really a rose, but I guess it could be considered a rose. After we make this, we're going to place it in the refrigerator to have it hold its consistency. When I'm through, I will hold the pie up so that you guys can see. You want it to be tight. This mango is not as pliable as I'd like it to be. Or these mangoes are not as pliable as I'd like them to be. They're not bending as well as I'd like them to. All right. So by placing the mangoes around, this is not exactly the prettiest pie I've made, but you can make them look like an amazing rose. Okay, so there it is. And I am going to conclude this video, and I will send this to Kathleen, and you guys will be able to enjoy the pie. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I apologize for not being able to be there, and I hope that you all enjoy the pie. Thank you.